There are 2, maybe 3 types of people who are going to watch this video. Hey, it's Meredith from vidpromom.com, and if you're here because you want to learn how to edit videos like Casey Neistat or Peter McKinnon, this video is not for you. I love those guys, but this video is not for you. For those of you who maybe shot some family stuff on your iPhone, or your bike ride on your GoPro, or maybe you have some really great Instagram stories of a recipe that you made and you want to repurpose that for YouTube. Or maybe you're a blogger and you want to start publishing YouTube videos alongside your blog content, start growing your audience here. If any of those sound like you or some resemblance of you, then you're in the right place, because video editing is kind of what I do here on the VidPro Mom YouTube channel. But I've never really gone back to the basics of video editing for those of you that are just like completely new to creating videos. And I admit video editing is a very broad topic, so this particular video is meant to be a starting point and a resource for complete beginners. So with that said, as you're watching this video, if you have more questions, drop them down in the comments below and I'll add those topics to my list of future videos to create. And then also hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of those videos. Now, before I get too far into this, I have a challenge for you. Coming up very soon, I have a beginner's video editing challenge. It's a free 5-day challenge, and we're gonna jumpstart your video editing. I'm calling it the Shoot Fun, Edit Fast Challenge, and it's gonna be 5 glorious days of online classes hosted and taught by yours truly. I'll put a link down below this video. You can head over there after you're done watching this video. Like I said, it's free, it's for total beginners, and you know, if you're watching this video, then you should definitely join me. Okay, so I really enjoy editing my family movies, GoPro videos, my YouTube videos, but it wasn't always fun. It was actually really intimidating at first. You know, even in iMovie, I would click a button and be like, oh, I don't know what it does, but let's find out. But as overwhelming as it is at first, video editing can really be broken down into 2 basic things. You're either merging or combining clips together so that you can create one cohesive video that you can upload to Facebook or YouTube, or you're taking one clip and kind of cutting out little pieces and parts, or maybe even a long section that you don't really want in your final video. And more often than not, you're probably actually doing both. You're putting clips together on a timeline and you're taking out parts of the clips, maybe small parts or big parts. You're taking those out in order to achieve one single video file that you can either share with your friends and family or upload to YouTube or Instagram or whatever you plan to do with it, right? But in order to get to a place where you can actually play with those video clips and do some video editing, you have to make a couple of decisions about your hardware and your software. So let's start with hardware. You either need a computer, like a laptop or a desktop, or you need some kind of a mobile device. I published a video fairly recently giving a rundown of what to look for in a new computer if you're in the market to upgrade your system, and also how to tell if your existing computer is kind of up to the task of video editing. So I won't completely rehash that here. I'll put a link down in the description below this video so you can head over there at the end, but stick with me for just a moment. Personally, I prefer editing videos on my computer versus an iPhone or a tablet, but it is a personal choice. To me, it's easier, faster, and a lot more fun to edit on a big screen. Now, if you just have a handful of clips on your phone and you just need to merge or combine them together, you can just download an app and do that. It's not that big of a deal. In fact, if you just have one clip that you need to maybe edit out just one little chunk of it to use it somewhere, you can usually do that within the phone's native Photos app. That leads me to the second decision you need to make, and that is about software. And for some reason, making a decision about video editing software is like the most debilitating thing in the entire world. There are so many options and so many different price ranges. And I think it's really hard to make a decision about something and then spend your time and energy and possibly your money into learning when you don't even really know what you're doing. And so therefore, you don't really know if it's ultimately going to be the right decision for you. So I put a link down below to a page over on my site at vidpromom.com where I list out a bunch of different video editing platforms that either I have used and I recommend or other people have used, and these things come highly recommended. I also dropped some links to tutorials for various different software. And there's a section on that page about video editing software specifically for beginners. Again, you can head over there when this video is done, but don't leave yet. So bottom line, choosing video editing software is a completely personal choice. It's kind of like buying a car. You have to get in, you have to touch it and feel it and drive it and see how it's going to work for you. So the best video editing software is going to be the one that you decide is going to be the best for you. You can try a bunch of different ones. Usually the paid ones have like a 30-day free trial. You can always change your mind. You can try something else. Okay, so you have a computer or a device, if you must, and you have some software or an app. Now what? This is where video editing gets fun. First, you need to get your video clips off of your memory card and onto your hard drive. Don't try to edit them while they're still on the memory card. That's not gonna work out real well. So you can either use like a USB adapter if you have to, or sometimes you can connect your camera to the computer to transfer those files. If you have video clips on your phone, you could use Google Drive or Dropbox or AirDrop or something to kind of transfer that stuff over. And then you need to open up your software, start a new project, and import your clips into that new project. There should be a button that says import, or you may be able to find it from the file menu. It should be fairly obvious, okay? So once you have your clips in your project, in what we usually call the media bin, then you can drag them down to the timeline. The simplest way to edit your videos is to one by one drag them to the timeline in the order that you want them to be in. And you can either leave them like that, or you can go through and watch the video. I should do it this way. Watch the video on the timeline. You'll have a preview window, right? So you go through the timeline and you watch your video. And if there's something you need to cut out, you can literally cut it out, right? The tools are right there. And these things aren't that much different from software to software. So you can use a razor tool to cut here, cut there, delete what's in the middle, make sure your clips are all back together. Or you can also use a trim tool to just trim up the beginning or the end of a clip. And when you're happy with your project and you're ready to show it off to the world, you just export it. And that's where the program takes all of your edits and your clips and everything and turns it into one video file. It's usually an MP4 file, but then you can have that file where you can watch it, you can share it, you can upload it to Facebook or YouTube. Obviously, there are a lot of things that you can do with your project and your clips that I didn't tell you about in this video, and that's because I wanted you to see how simple video editing is at the very basic level so that you can get started without overwhelming yourself with the bells and the whistles and the special effects and all that jazz. Now, in the 5-day challenge that I told you about earlier, you're gonna learn how to get started with video editing a little more in depth than what I went through in this video, as well as how to think differently about how you shoot your videos in order to make editing faster and easier without spending all day at the computer. We're also going to talk about things like background music and what makes videos really fun to watch. Who wants to watch a boring video, right? So if you want to jumpstart your video editing and join me for the Shoot Fun Edit Fast Challenge, again, it is totally free. It's for total beginners, and you can head over to vidpromom.com/challenge, drop your email address in there, and I will send you all of the details. And don't forget, I put links down below to all of the other stuff that I mentioned, plus a link to the challenge. So on your way out, if you would do me a huge favor and hit that like button. That way YouTube knows that this video is a good one to recommend for people who are wanting to learn how to edit and create videos. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye. In my case, I have a laptop for beginners. Beginners! Oh, like a video beginner. Beginner.